Welcome to prEdit, your tool for paper cuts without the pain. With prEdit, you can take individual transcripts and enter log notes that propagate to all subclips, break the transcripts into subclips by typing return within the transcript, preview any subclip, eliminate subclips that were not useful without permanently losing the information. Once your transcripts are processed in the transcript view, you start to build stories in the story view by filtering all the subclipped selects and adding each subclip to the story list. In the story list, you can rearrange clips using a thumbnail or with the name showing. Continue to refine each clip, splitting it into more granular subclips. Preview the whole story, or select clips and preview the selection. When you have a story, it can be exported to an Excel spreadsheet or a Final Cut Pro XML file, either direct to Final Cut Pro, saved to a file for Premiere Pro or Final Cut Pro, or zipped ready for emailing to a remote editor. From transcript to paper cut to sequence. Paper cuts without the pain. Now, let's have a deeper look at how prEdit takes the pain out of paper cuts. The process starts in either Adobe Soundbooth or Adobe Premiere Pro CS5. Soundbooth, available alone, works one file at a time. Premiere Pro CS5 allows for batch processing. Adobe's technology allows an existing transcript to be used to guide the speech analysis, or will attempt to transcribe the speech using the built-in speech analysis. Once analyzed, the transcript can be corrected in either Premiere Pro or Soundbooth. Soundbooth allows comparison of the speech analysis with the audio waveforms as a guide for any corrections. The transcript is stored inside the media file where it is read by prEdit. If the project started in Premiere Pro CS5, export the bins containing the clips for the files that have been transcribed to Final Cut Pro XML. If the project started in Final Cut Pro, export the bins containing the clips for the files that have been transcribed to XML. A prEdit project starts by importing the Final Cut Pro XML file. Each clip that was exported from Final Cut Pro or Premiere Pro CS5 appears in this pop-up menu to navigate between the individual transcripts. Projects should be saved after opening. This is the transcript view where we process the transcript. Any logging information that has been entered in Premiere Pro CS5 or Final Cut Pro will appear in the logging information area in prEdit. You can add missing information or edit what's already there. The updates will appear back in the host NLE. You'll notice that we have a thumbnail of the clip above the logging notes, and additional logging fields are available in the comment area. Let's walk through splitting this transcript into subclips. To start with, I'm going to enter all common information into the comment logging fields. These fields are autocomplete, so if any story keyword, location, person, event or theme, or B-roll search term has been entered, you can recover it with autocomplete or by checking in the pop-up menu. The great thing about entering logging notes before breaking into subclips is that these fields will propagate into all subclips automatically, although you can add or override on any subclip. Assign a paper color. I like to assign a paper to each interview subject, but others may prefer to assign paper color based on event or theme or some other field. Each subclip can have a different paper color if that's what you need. Break the transcript into subclips by clicking 3 times. The first click selects the transcript or subclip, the second click takes it into edit mode, and the third click selects inside the transcript. Insert a return to create a new subclip. A new subclip is created, and a new thumbnail for the subclip is also created. Sections that are not desirable, such as the end of the question coming into the clip, can be isolated and the Mark Good checkbox clicked off. These clips remain in the transcript view, but will not show in the selects list in the story view. At any time, you can preview a selected clip or subclip by either clicking the preview button at the top right or pressing the space bar.
I mean, the transformation is amazing.
In the preview window, you can trim the in and out points of the clip relative to the transcript if there is any inaccuracy. A preview window will open for each clip or subclip previewed and persist until dismissed. If you have split two clips by mistake, they can be selected and joined by clicking on the Join button. Once transcripts are divided into the selected subclips, we can move on to building a story in Story View. The Story View is divided into two areas. On the left are all the selects in the project, while on the right is the story you're building. The selects lists includes every subclip that remains marked good in the transcript view. To facilitate quick location of appropriate clips, you can filter by any of the comment log note fields. Within the filtered list, you can search for specific words. As in the transcript view, any clip in the selects list can be previewed by clicking the Preview Selects button or pressing the space bar when a clip is selected.
He said to me, I'm going to do a masterclass. He said, I hope you don't think that sounds too presumptuous. I'm only 24. And he said, would you like to come out? And I said, yeah, I'd like to come. Where is it?
When you locate the clip you want to add to the story, you can click the Add button or drag the select from the selects list to the story list. Keep filtering and searching to build your story. Within the story window, you can move clips to rearrange the story, as well as continuing to split subclips into shorter clips. We can remove a clip from the story by dragging it back to the Selects window and even marking it as Not Good to remove it from the Selects window. Within the story window, we can preview the whole story when no clips are selected by clicking on the Preview Story button or pressing the spacebar on the keyboard. We can preview a selection from the story by selecting one or more clips and clicking on the Preview Selected button or by pressing the spacebar on the keyboard.
I sang for David and, he was very impressed and asked me to perform in one of his shows with him, which I did. I sang a few songs in one of his shows in Sydney, and his manager saw me and took me on. And
well, outstanding and generous and alarming, really, that someone so young can be so comprehensive.
When the story is complete, we can export it by clicking on the Export button. In the Export dialog, there are options derived from the actual media for the format of the sequence that will be created. From the pop-up menu, you can select one of four options. Save Excel spreadsheet to export an Excel spreadsheet of the story. Send to Final Cut Pro will immediately open in Final Cut Pro. Save XML for Premiere Pro will save a Final Cut Pro XML ready for import to Premiere Pro CS5 in a location of your choosing. The Saved Zip XML option makes it easy to save a compressed Final Cut Pro XML file in a location of your choice ready to email to a remote editor. This can be unzipped and imported to Premiere Pro or Final Cut Pro. In both Final Cut Pro and Premiere Pro, a sequence is created that contains the transcribed information in sequence markers so that further searching can occur. Both applications receive a bin of the newly created subclips. Final Cut Pro import also includes the comments fields entered in prEdit mapped to the master comment fields. That's prEdit. From transcript to paper cut to sequence. Paper cuts without the pain.